What is up, YouTube? Mr. King coming at you live from the 209. So what we've got here today is photosynthesis. We're going to be starting our new unit today, and we're going to start that with notes and then a model of Stockton's water. So here are the questions for the boat work for Tuesday. Next, here's some announcements. So exams are in. The grades are up to date. If you're not satisfied with your score, please redo it or turn it in. Most students still haven't turned in their exam. Actually, 50% haven't, or their food web gizmo. So please turn those in. Today, we're going to be making a model of what is making Stockton's water green and smelly. And that's what we're going to try and figure out an answer for the end of the day. So first, go to classwork and go to the Tuesday assignment, photosynthesis notes plus water model. And it's right here. So here are the Cornell notes, put your name on it, and then answer the questions in the boxes, and then make sure like you put a picture where it says or fill in the blank. Okay. So first thing, you need to know Stockton's water is full of algae. That is the organism that's actually making it green. What is algae? Algae is a microscopic organism that performs photosynthesis and respiration. The main thing I want you to know though, it does photosynthesis. It does do photosynthesis. I'm going to get more into that in a sec. Algae is like the producer for water. Algae provides food for several animals and bacteria in the water. This is what it looks like under a microscope. This is what it looks like when they're all together. And then please remember there is a connection to the circle of life. So if you remember when animals and plants die, they go to the soil, and then fungi and bacteria and other decomposers will change their bodies into nutrients that producers can use. And it's the same thing with algae. So pollution actually contains dead organisms. A lot of pollution has like food residue in it, and that provides nutrients for algae. So that's why Stockton's water's gone so bad. The more pollution, the more nutrients that algae can use to bloom and take over like this. So that is on your notes. So that'll be the answer. I did give a hint. Why does pollution lead to more algae? Okay. And then next, photosynthesis. So you do need to know plants and algae are two organisms that do photosynthesis. And then a way to think about what photosynthesis is, photo means light, syn means synthesis. SYN stands for synthesis, which means to make. So what photosynthesis is, it's using light energy to make food. So please put that in your notes. And then the definition is this. The process of photosynthesis is essentially plants or algae taking in sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to grow. Okay? So soil is important, but it's mainly used for holding in nutrients and water. It technically doesn't need soil, like algae does photosynthesis without soil. But all plants and algae need sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to actually grow. That's photosynthesis. You do need to know what plants need. These three things. Okay, then we did a Kahoot. Now the last part. So you should have everything you need to do the notes. And the last part is to make a model. So we have done this before. You're going to be creating a model of what Stockton's water is like. So to draw, you go down here and go to scribble. Do like a little water thing. And then go to the arrow to change the color. So here's the drawing, and then the colors right here. You can either choose green or blue. I'll do green, since we just talked about it being green. And then you can change the thickness here if you would like. And then remember, I'm looking for pictures, labels, arrows, a description of what's going on, and then color. So include a text box here, and label water. And then include stuff that is in the water. Try and think about like, what was in the pictures I showed you? Think about pollution and algae. And when you do, so to find like a picture for algae, go to insert image, search the web. And then don't forget to show me what's going into the algae for photosynthesis. So you should have 3 arrows going into the algae for photosynthesis. What 3 things do algae need for photosynthesis? Include that in your model as well.